Ma! Are you gonna make noise to this whole thing? Yes, yes. Okay. Ma! This is not gonna work. Hey guys, this is Julie with my Southern Soapbox. I wanted to jump on and do a quick video because I've mentioned, I think in a couple of videos already, that I had a kind of interesting pregnancy. I was diagnosed with pre-eclampsia, and so I want to take a quick minute and talk about my diagnosis. So this is not going to be like the whole story of my pre-eclampsia. This is just about me being diagnosed. So basically, when I was about 32 weeks along, I went into my regular doctor's appointment like I did I think I was in my third trimester. Yeah, third trimester, and you go every other week or every week? I don't remember. I think every other week. So I was going in for my usual appointment, and they take your blood pressure every time. So the nurse took my blood pressure, like, why don't you sit down and take a little break, because I had just walked all the way across the hospital to get to my doctor's office. So she told me to sit down and relax for a minute, and then she came back and she checked it again, and she's like, your blood pressure's really high. And they never actually told me how high it was, but it was really high. So my doctor came in and said that she was concerned about my blood pressure and that she wanted to take me over to the hospital to labor and delivery for them to monitor it. So they walked me over because my doctor's office is connected to the hospital. They walked me over there and admitted me into labor and delivery. I called my mom and was like, Mom, they admitted me into the hospital and I'm going to have to be here. So my mom wasn't able to come, but my sister was. So my sister came and they let me eat, so she brought me Chick-fil-A because I was really hungry. And they were monitoring my blood pressure. My blood pressure stayed kind of high. Apparently it was lower than when it was in the doctor's office. But they had me lay on my right side and do all that stuff. And then they decided to admit me for 24 hours and do a 24-hour urine test where they test for protein I don't know, I think they test every hour or something like that. I don't remember exactly. But I had to stay for 24 hours. I've never been admitted into the hospital before this, so it kind of freaked me out. I cried a little bit. So my husband came and stayed in the hospital with me. He brought me my stuff. And the next day, when they were going to release me, my doctor came in and told me that I did have preeclampsia and that I would have to be put on bed rest until I deliver. Sorry, you can probably hear my son crying. He's not having a good day. My husband's out there taking care of him. So, but that's how I was diagnosed with preeclampsia. I was immediately put on bed rest. I had to call my doctor or my boss and tell my boss that I was not allowed to come into work anymore. We were able to fix it so I could work from home because my job is not very stressful, and I can do it all from home. So that was a really awesome blessing, but it was terrifying. You never want to hear that there's something wrong with your pregnancy. Hold on. Sorry, the baby monitor was on, so it was really loud in here. But you never want to hear that there's something wrong with your pregnancy or that something could be wrong with your baby. Preeclampsia can be really scary. Thankfully, we caught mine really quickly. And being on bed rest, I never had any really complications. I had a little bit of swelling in my face. I actually never had any swelling in my feet or my hands or anything like that. So I got really, really lucky. It never went past preeclampsia. I never developed eclampsia. I never had seizures or anything like that. And I was induced at 37 weeks and ended up with a healthy baby boy. And I will talk more about my induction and all of that. I ended up with an emergency C-section. But don't assume that just because you have preeclampsia means that you're going to have a C-section. I think that was a big fear of mine. I was complicated. I'm always complicated. I'm like the Murphy's Law. If something's going to go wrong, it'll go wrong with me. So don't assume that if you're diagnosed with preeclampsia, you're going to have an emergency C-section and it's going to be awful. It's very possible that you'll be induced and you'll have a perfectly normal vaginal delivery and you'll be good. But I think it was important for me. It was my first baby. I'd never been pregnant before. And I was induced at 37 weeks, as most people with preeclampsia are. We don't normally go past 37 weeks. As a matter of fact, I asked my doctor, I was like, so is there any chance of me going full term? She's like, yeah, no. I'd say if you have preeclampsia, be open-minded, have a birth plan, and this goes for any pregnancy. I started my pregnancy off this way, and I told my doctor, you know, if I can have a vaginal delivery, I still want an epidural because I'm a wiener. But have your birth plan, so realize that your plans can change. It's great to have a birth plan, but be flexible with it. And that's even more important if you have any kind of complication. Preeclampsia does make you high risk. So hopefully, fingers crossed, you have a fantastic delivery. Even though I did have an emergency C-section, I really think that my birth was great. I mean, was it ideal? No. Was it exactly what I wanted? No. But I'm healthy, he's out, praise the Lord. And you know what? He just celebrated 1 year, we kept him alive for a whole year, and he's great, and I'm great. And yeah, I'll do a little bit more about my emergency C-section and talk about that in another video. So thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to my channel. I do lots of other kinds of videos as well. I'm a new channel, so I guess I should say I will be doing a lot of other videos. I have cleaning videos that are coming up, organizing, cook with me's, more where I'm just going to talk about some of the complications that I've had and that I've had with Will. He's in feeding therapy, he had reflux and colic, so I'll do videos on that as well. So please subscribe. I'd love to have you as part of my family. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Bye. Baby ears. Whatever. Oh no. Oh, sorry. So I just looked out our window and realized that my dog destroyed one of the screens in my window. That's great.